Most people are afraid of death and they look at it as something they're trying to avoid or something they're hoping they can outsmart somehow. And to me, I have a firm grasp on reality and I know I'm dying. I know life is fatal and none of us get out of it alive. So my whole point of view is that we need to live each day as though it's going to be our last, whether it's when we're 17 or 87. I've always, since I was about 7, I've just had this strange feeling that I wasn't going to live very long. And the older I get, the more it seems like I'm being pressed for time. So I have this bucket list, and it's just an accumulation of conquests that I've compiled over the years, and it's just a random list of things that I want to accomplish. The most serious one would be number 1, which is a secret, but following that would be like number 2, which would be to get married. And even if I die in my early 20s, I'm not saying I'm going to go out and hurry and get married if I'm going to die, but it's just something I'd like to accomplish if I do end up living later. It's just something I'd like to do. There's no particular rhyme or reason to the list except for the fact that obviously number 1 is my most important, and the more dangerous ones are towards the end of the list, just because hopefully I can accomplish more of the list before those come, such as skydiving or high-speed chase or whatever, because they could obviously cut my list short, and that way I'd only miss out on like 5 or 6 versus like 184 of them. The latest thing on my bucket list might be just like the things that I want to actually set up to happen, like a high-speed chase. I don't want to like get in trouble with the law or anything. I just want to like volunteer to go on a high-speed chase with a cop. I mean, obviously they can't predict when they're going to happen, but even if I could just set it up, and if it's just like somewhere out in the middle of nowhere in a desert, I just want to have a need for speed. Right now there's 289. I've recently added a couple more, but I've also crossed off a couple, and so it's balanced out to 289. I plan on having my funeral as like a party, not a mourning, everybody crying. It's going to be a celebration. I mean, obviously people are going to be sad, but I want music and art and things that I love and things that kind of I can identify with, that other people can go and see, and even if they didn't know me, they can feel like they've got to know me in just a little bit of time at my funeral.